Hello fellow gamers, this is TracyMancer, and I'm going to be reviewing the Storage Drawers mod for Minecraft 1.9.4, and basically this mod gives you a better way of organizing and storing your items, as well as some customizability if you like to change the look of things. So before we get to crafting recipes, I just want to tell you how to access the chests, or the drawers, and how to put stuff in the drawers and take it out. So basically, if you want to put something in, you right click, and it will put in whatever was in your hand. If there's something already in the chest, so say I want to put some pufferfish in here, but the beetroot's already in there, well, you can't do that. You can only put in one item per drawer, and as we get more and more drawers, we can put in more and more things, but I'll get to that in a minute. So if you want to pull something back out, you left click, and you'll get out one at a time per left click. But if you want all of it out at once, or I guess it goes by stacks, so shift right click and you'll get a stack out, and then whatever else you had in your inventory, and then, or shift left click, I'm sorry, you put stuff in with right click, and then if you shift left click, you will get stuff back out. And then if you have a bunch of beetroots per se, so there they are, let's just give ourselves a bunch of beetroots. So if you have a lot of these and you want them all in at once, just double right click and it will put in all the beetroots that were in your inventory. And then finally, if you are to shift right click with an empty hand, this won't work if you have something else in your hand, you will get this little GUI, and it'll say drawers, because that's what this is, and then it'll show you the layout of the drawer. So for this one, it's just a cube, and then a single storage slot in the middle. Let's say we move down to these, and shift right click, now it's a cube with 4 storage slots in the middle. But I'll talk about those more in a sec. So from here, you can see what items you have in here, you can see how many you have. You actually won't be able to do anything with the items in this, and then you can put upgrades in here. So remember, if you want to put stuff out, this isn't the way to do it. You gotta left click and then shift left click. One last thing to say is that for all the crafting recipes, I'm going to be using oak, but you can change the wood to whatever type you want. You can see I'm demonstrating all of them here. So this is what they all look like. And you can use wood from Biomes of Plenty, Forestry, Natura, the Erebus, and various other mods. Although the textures for those don't come with the mod itself. Those are add-on packs, and you will need to download them from the mod page. Or actually, the mod page links to their pages where you can download them. But once you do download them, you should be able to use the same crafting recipes, but with that type of wood, and it should give you what you want. Here's a little demonstration of what happens when you try to use 2 different types of wood. So it says the material is oak, and it's gonna give me an oak basic drawer, but I have jungle wood and birch wood in here. No oak at all. So if you try to use multiple types of wood, it will default to oak. So here is our first drawer, and it's the basic drawer, and it says material oak, and it holds 32 stacks per drawer. And this is the crafting recipe, just 6 wood planks of any type of wood, and then 1 chest. And this is what it looks like. It's just a basic giant drawer, and I already demonstrated to you how to get stuff in and get stuff out, so I don't need to do that again. Next we have the basic drawers 1x2. So this holds 16 stacks per drawer, and that's because it's 16 stacks in each of the 2 drawers here. And here's the crafting recipe. Just make an H with wood planks, so 7 wood planks I believe, and 2 chests, and this is what you'll get. So now that we have 2 drawers, I'll just go ahead and demonstrate this with these 2 items. So now you can toss stuff in the top and in the bottom, and when you shift right click, you'll get something that looks like this. So now you can see the number of items that you have in both of those. Next we have the basic drawers 2x2, material oak, obviously I already explained that, and it holds 8 stacks per drawer. That's still 32 stacks total, but now we're splitting it between 4 storage places. So to craft this, you're going to want to make a plus of wood, or a plus of wood planks, and then 4 chests, and this is what it looks like. Again, you just toss in whatever you want, and shift right click, and you'll get something that looks like this. So this next item is the half drawers 1x2, and here's the crafting recipe. It's the same as the drawers 1x2, except now you're going to be using oak wood slabs, so just make an H and then 2 chests. And if you noticed, it says it holds 8 stacks per drawer, and that is because you're literally losing half the space. So for both of these, instead of being able to hold 32 stacks of items in all their combined drawers, now you can only hold 16. And the last of the regular drawers is the half drawers 2x2, and it's the same as the regular 2x2 drawer, so you're going to make a plus of wood slabs instead of planks, slabs, and then 4 chests, and once again this can only hold 16 stacks of items total. So the next drawer is the compacting drawer, which holds 16 stacks per drawer, and there only is one drawer, there's not two, so just be aware of that. And here's the crafting recipe. You're going to need 5 pieces of stone, an iron ingot, 2 pistons, and then any type of drawer that you want. It doesn't have to be the basic one, I just used it for example. So you can use a half drawer, you can use a full drawer of any type. It'll all give you the same thing. It won't be different depending on what type of drawer you use. So basically what the compacting drawer does is it gives you a quick and efficient way of switching between forms of an item. And what I mean by that is, if you were to toss in a bunch of golden nuggets, you can instantly bring them back out as golden ingots or a golden block. Now, depending on how many nuggets you have in here, it won't always, well, it'll show up as a golden block, but you may not have enough to pull it out. So if you put in a bunch of nuggets but you can't pull a block out, that means you don't have enough. So this thing will work for other blocks that you can compact. So for instance, melons, it'll work for melons too, and redstone, and then prismarine as well, and I can't think of any more. I guess wheat turning into hay blocks too. Just anything if it has a separate block form. The next block that we have is the drawer controller, and this will interact with a bank of connected drawers, and I'll explain that in a second, but here's the crafting recipe. You're going to need 5 pieces of stone, a diamond, any type of drawer, not just the basic, but any type, and then 2 redstone comparators. So what the drawer controller does, if you're using this mod alone and not with any other mod, is that it will allow you to connect all your chests together and quick stack everything from your inventory to the chests if there's an item like that already in there. And for this connection range, you will get 12 blocks of connection range. So start from here and just go 1, 2, 3, all the way to 12, and that's how many of these you can put in here. Basically, it's a lot. So if you want to quick stack all your stuff in here, you're going to double right click, and as you can see, it got rid of everything in my inventory aside from the cactus green. And that's because there isn't a chest designated for cactus green, and even though there's an empty chest here, it won't automatically say, oh, well, I'll just put this in the empty chest, because it doesn't know to do that. So if I wanted to quick stack cactus green in the future, I'd have to put it in the chest first. Now it will quick stack. And if you're using this mod in a mod pack or something where it has another mod that will move items around, you're going to want to connect that system to the controller here instead of just to individual chests, because the controller will allow you to access all these other chests from this one block if you're moving storage stuff around. Which brings us to the next block, and that next block is the controller slave, and while it may sound bad, I promise it's not. So you're going to need 5 pieces of stone, 2 redstone comparators, a golden ingot, and then any type of drawer to craft this. So the controller slave is really only needed if you're using this mod with other mods that have storage buses or conveyor belts or whatever, because this main controller only has one place for you to connect a tube or a duct or anything like that, and when the controller slave is connected, it gives you 3 more or 4 more depending on how you have it hooked up. So it's just kind of an extension of the system. You can't quick stack using this like you could this one. You still have to quick stack from the central controller, but this one will work just fine when you're hooking up your transportation system to it. And next we have the customization part of the mod. So we're going to do stuff with trims, this table which you'll use to assemble it all, and then the frames for the boxes. So let's begin. So the first step to customizing is making trims, and again, demonstrating with oak. So replace with whatever type of wood planks you want. So you're going to make a plus sign with wood planks and then 4 sticks. Now when I hit R on this to see the recipe, it says I can use slabs to get oak, but notice that here it's staying oak for oak, but on this one it's switching. I don't really know why, but just stick with wood planks to make these trims and you should be a-okay. The next step to customizing is making whatever type of drawer you want. So these are the drawers that you will actually make into something like this afterwards, and it can be any one of these drawers, and we'll do crafting recipes, but just something to know is that in their form like this with nothing else on them, just after being crafted, you cannot use them. You can try to put stuff in it or take stuff out, but you cannot actually use these drawers until you finish customizing them. So for these crafting recipes, the half drawers will always require slabs, and then these 2 frame drawers will require planks. It has to be planks for the framed, and then, or for the regular, and then slabs for the half drawers. You have to do that, but they can be any type of wood, so that's kind of nice. So for the frame drawers, you're going to need 6 sticks and a chest. The frame drawers 1 by 2, you'll need 6 sticks, 2 chests, and a planks, or wood planks. And then for the frame drawers 2x2, you're going to need 4 sticks, 4 chests, and then any type of wood planks. Then the frame drawers 1x2, or framed half drawers, sorry, you'll need 6 sticks, any type of wood slab, and then 2 chests. And then for the framed half drawers 2x2, you're going to need 4 chests, any type of wood slab, and then 4 sticks. The last thing that we need is the framing table, and this is where you're actually going to be constructing all your things here. So for this you can use any type of trim, again I'm demonstrating oak, but any type of work, and you just kind of lay it out like a helmet, and that's how you make it. So when you right click a framing table, you will get this, and what this basically is your GUI for how you're going to put everything together. And yeah, so take your frame, put it right here. If you put it anywhere else, it just doesn't work. So put it in the far left slot, and your frame will actually sit nice and neat on here, and you can get a preview of what it's going to look like when you put everything else in. So really you only need one trim to put in here, and that's in this slot, and then it will kind of cover everything in that cover, and it's basically just whatever wood type it is. So that's not very fun, so let's add more. But as you can see, now I can take out the drawer and it will look like this when I place it down somewhere else. But we're going to change it because why not? So I'll put one here, and now you can see this changes the drawer colors, while the back one actually just kind of fills in everything else. And then finally, if you were to put one right here, this is kind of the outline. So now we have 3 different colors going on. We have the backing, we have the drawers, and then we have the lining on the sides. So if you were to try to do it, well, if you were to try to do just these two, you can get a feel for what it would look like, but you can still see the framing box. So no matter what, this top left slot for a trim has to be filled in. Then we can take it out, we can place it down, and there we go. There's our new customized trim. So the next things that we have are upgrades, and for all of these upgrades you're going to need the upgrade template, and here's the crafting recipe. You can use any type of drawer, it can be any wood, it can even be a half drawer, doesn't matter, and then surrounded by sticks. Now that we have the upgrade template, we can take a look at the storage upgrades. So basically these will just make your chest have a bigger storage amount. So you can increase it by 2 times the base value, 3 times, 5 times, 8 times, and up to 13 times the base value. And if you're using the regular 1x1 chest here, that's 13 times 32. That's how many stacks you can have. It's a lot. And for crafting recipes, you don't have to start out from the storage upgrade 1 and work your way to 5, because that would be really annoying. So instead, the only thing that is going to change throughout all these recipes is what's on the 4 corners. So you're going to want to put the upgrade template in the middle, and then north, south, east, and west is going to be sticks. And then for the upgrades, or the storage upgrade 1, you're going to do 4 obsidian. Then for the upgrade 2, it'll be iron. Upgrade 3, it'll be gold. Upgrade 4, it'll be diamond. And upgrade 5, it will be emerald. So I already kind of showed you, but to apply these, you're going to shift right click, and that'll bring you here, and then you can toss these upgrades in. And the cool thing is, you can have multiple upgrades in here at once. So not only is it 8 times 32, but now it's 8 times 32 times 13, and that's how many items you can hold in this drawer total. Next we have the status upgrade 1 and 2, and here's the crafting recipes. So for the upgrade 1, you're going to need 2 pieces of redstone, the upgrade template, 4 sticks, and then 2 redstone torches. And then for the status upgrade 2, you're going to need 2 pieces of redstone, 4 sticks, the upgrade template, and then 2 redstone comparators. So basically the storage upgrade 1 is just a way to tell you when your storage is full. So it won't show you in increments, that's the storage upgrade 2. So for instance, I'll put a slime ball in, second one, third one, fourth one, oh, it lit up. That means it's full. I can't put anything else in there. But if I were to put in the storage upgrade 2 instead, as I take stuff out, the little bar will go down, signifying that I have more storage space. So now it'll show me in increments how much I have in there until it's absolutely full and I can't put anything else in. These next 3 upgrades deal with putting out redstone signals. So for the redstone upgrade, which will emit a signal for total storage, you need 4 pieces of redstone, 4 sticks, and an upgrade template. Then for the redstone minimum upgrade, which emits a signal for the least full slot, you will need 3 pieces of redstone at the bottom, a hat-shaped sticks, and then 1 upgrade template. Then the redstone max upgrade is basically the opposite of the last one. You'll need a boat, sticks, at the bottom, 3 redstone at the top, and an upgrade template. Now, I'm not really going to show these because they're pretty self-explanatory, and if you're using them for redstone, you've probably used redstone enough to know how all that works. The last upgrade that we have is the Void upgrade, which destroys excess items. So here's the crafting recipe. You need 6 sticks, an upgrade template, and 2 obsidian. And we'll demonstrate with this real quick. So we'll pop it in here, then get our slime box up to there. So now it has this little symbol right here, if you can see it. And what it does is this should be able to hold 4 stacks. And then generally, if this wasn't on here, I could right click it again and it wouldn't do anything. But now if I right click, oh, it disappeared. And I can just keep putting more in there, but it will stay at 256 because, as it said, it destroys the excess items that you're trying to put in. So I don't know, you may want this for cobblestone or something useless that you have a lot of, but I don't see too much of a point of it. Just lava works pretty well for me. So these last 2 items can only be obtained in creative mode, and they're the creative storage upgrade and the creative vending upgrade. So we'll do the unlimited storage first, and I'll show you by putting in slime blocks, and oh no, it's filled. Well, shift right click, or actually we don't even need to do that, we'll just right click it on here, and instantly the bar drops to 0, and I can put as many of these as I want in there. And then we'll do the unlimited item withdrawal, and watch the number under the slime block. Well, it just got a whole lot bigger, 2,147 million. So I can basically take out as many of these as I want, and then instantly put them all back in, and it will not make a difference to the bar underneath. One thing worth noting, you cannot take these out once you've put them in. Like, I can take out the status upgrade too, but I cannot remove these. And if you break these, or if you break it, you will not get them back. And it appears I only got 1 slime block. So yep, that's it for upgrades. We are finally down to our last 3 keys, or our last 3 items: the drawer key, the concealment key, and the personal key. So we'll do crafting recipes for all of them right now. So for the drawer key, you're going to need 2 gold ingots, a gold nugget, and then our upgrade template from before. Then the concealment key, just a drawer key and an eye of ender. And then the personal key, you'll need the drawer key and a name tag. So basically what the drawer key does is it locks the item configuration of a drawer. So say you take out all your blaze rods, well, the picture goes away, but and it's in a system like this and you try to stack them in, but you've got a blank space, so it's not going to work. Well, what you do is you just right click with the drawer key, you'll get this little key hole symbol right here, and now if you take out all your blaze rods, there's still the picture there, and that's still the only thing that you can put into the drawer. So it's mainly just for drawer controller systems like this. It's not really going to be too useful anywhere else. Also, all of these keys have no durability bar, so you can just do this as much as you want and it really doesn't affect the key at all. Next we have the concealment key, and what this does is it gets rid of the pictures, but the items are still in there. So say you like this look better, then just use a concealment key and you can get rid of that. Now the reason the mod creator put this in, as said on the mod page, was if all these pictures cause lag on your computer, you can just go like this and then you can't see them all anymore. I have a good enough computer that I could probably have like hundreds of these chests all displaying the items and it wouldn't really matter. So it's not a big deal for me, but if you're getting lag, try the concealment key and hopefully it'll help you out. Finally, the last item, the personal key. So as it says, it will protect access from other players, and you just right click on the drawer, you'll get this little golden outline here, and you can still use the drawer key on it, you can still use the concealment key, and like the other two, it has no durability bar. One thing to note, I'm not sure if it will stop other players from just being able to break your drawer and then have all the items come out. They may still be able to do that, and also I don't think it will protect items that go through tubes or ducts. If you're using a system like this with a different mod installed that moves items around, they may still be able to get at your items from those areas. So really this only protects stuff that's in the drawers immediately that this is put on. So just kind of be wary of that and maybe make some booby traps or something. Those are always fun. Oh, I think that's finally everything. So thanks for watching. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll have a link to the mod in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.